All right, this is part of our new series called It's Broken, Let's Fix It, which looks at a problem and a solution. And the impetus for this has been, to a certain extent, documentary films, which I think have taken over the role of newspapers in terms of investigative journalism. And my guest today is Ruedi, is it pronounced Beglinger? Ruedi?
Yes, Ruedi Beglinger.
So I got pretty close. All right. Who is the subject of a documentary called A Life Ascending. Ruedi is the founder of the Selkirk Mountain Experience. Ruedi, rather than me telling people about it, tell them what the Selkirk Mountain Experience is, would you?
Well, Selkirk Mountain Experience, I founded it in 1985, and we're in Revelstoke, British Columbia, in Canada, or West Canada. And we have a backcountry lodge, which is located a tree line on the base of a large glacier system. And in the summer, we have guests that come hiking in the alpine meadows, and in the winter, it's about powder snow skiing and ski mountaineering.
All right, now tell me how this is an incredibly isolated part of British Columbia, yes?
It is, to some degree, incredibly isolated. We're actually only 45 kilometers as the crow flies from the next town, which is Revelstoke.
But you have to have a crow to fly there, right? You have to do it by helicopter.
Yes, we have to go by helicopter. There's no access road. This short distance between the lodge and Revelstoke is definitely serious wilderness.
Serious wilderness. Now, how did you? I know you have a wife and two daughters. And tell me how did you pick? I mean, it's kind of an isolated life, yes? I mean, it's not. You have people that come up there, as you point out. But how did you pick? Were you a loner as a kid?
No. I had a wonderful sister. She was older than I am. I am 1 year older, and she took good care of me. And of course, we had our normal fights like siblings have, and we still get along well today, and we communicate a lot. So no, so I was not really a loner. I grew up in the mountains in Switzerland. My parents are mountaineers. And so I became a mountain guide, and that's what, in the long run, brought me to Canada.
Now, how did you pick this particular area?
I worked for the helicopter skiing industry in Canada, and this is how I ended up in Revelstoke. And then after a few years, I realized, well, if I want to ever have a family, I maybe should have something more permanent. And I applied with the Canadian government to build a lodge. And then in 1985, I got this permit, and I ended up building the Durand Glacier Chalet. And my dream was, if I ever have a family, kids, then I want to raise them up there.
All right. Now, I mean, I do want to talk a little bit about the fact that you have two kids and a wife. Now, you met your wife because she came skiing there, right? And the two of you fell in love with each other?
Yes, that's right. I guess I wasn't very professional.
Well, you were very effective, whether you were professional or not.
Yeah. No, I was effective. Yes, my wife, she came skiing at Christmas New Year in 1986. And so I guess we liked each other, and then after that week, I had to go down to Revelstoke, and so I told her, hey, how about you stay another few days, and I'll take you skiing at Rogers Pass. And, yeah, that was the start.
Baby. All right. Now, look, the reason, I mean, this all sounds very idyllic, but you know and I know there's kind of the reason that I wanted you to come on today was because I'm a psychologist, and there was a tragedy that happened, that people view you as very, very authoritative. In fact, somebody sort of actually referred to you as very tough. That wasn't the term they used, but I cleaned it up a little bit. But you take people up, and they're supposed to be in really good shape, but you're skiing in conditions that are not necessarily completely safe, correct?
The mountains or any wilderness, I don't think is ever 100% safe. And so I was driving down the highway, And we, with a lot of knowledge, we can make things safer. And in my case, the snow stability or the avalanche hazard. And you can do a lot, but you can never make it absolutely safe. And I think that's just goes in general for life. We can never make things 100% safe. There is always a certain risk factor somewhere down the road.
All right. I want to do two things here. First of all, I want you to tell me, I'm sure it's not your favorite story to recount, about the avalanche in 2003 and what happened. And then I want to talk about how you came back from that. So let's start with the avalanche itself. Could you explain what happened that day and what precautions you took, what happened, and just get us through that event?
Well, as a professional guiding outfit in guiding ski mountaineering, we take every day snow observations, and literally snow observations start right from morning until the evening. Every morning the guides sit together, we discuss which slopes are safe, which slopes are dangerous. And this is based on the avalanche forecast, the public avalanche forecast. This is based on our local forecast we make at the area, and also our observations, snow profiles, if you have seen natural avalanches over the past days, and in which aspects, elevations they are. And that particular morning, we were in a stretch of a very stable snowpack. It had an interface deep down, but that interface did not react to any testing. And the day before, I took 3 different tests in different areas, elevations. And again, I didn't have any results when I made the tests, or results showing me that there could be instability. So that morning we decided, we can go into this area. And we skied fairly moderate terrain, and this is when that avalanche happened. And
one of the chilling things in the documentary, and I guess one of my questions is explain to people what to do in case there was an avalanche. Now, was that part of what you told people before this occurred, or was that a result of the avalanche that you explained to people how to essentially swim out of an avalanche?
No, we had before already, like every group, they come skiing, or individual guests, and we fit them into a group. And all skiing programs start always on a Saturday, and they go until the following Saturday. And so the first thing we do when they arrive at the lodge is we give a fairly in-depth avalanche rescue course. And during that course, we teach them how to find first of all, how to call for help with radios. So some of the guests have to carry an emergency radio. Then we teach them how to find a buried client or ski guest as a group and as an individual. And then how to shovel out, how to probe for the guest, and if needed, how to make CPR and hopefully save a life.
Right. I want to do 2 things. I mean, I must tell you, if I was on vacation, how much does it cost to come for a week?
With our company, it costs right now $2,200 Canadian dollars.
All right. If I said if I was going on a vacation and was coming up with $2,200 plus airfare, and someone said to me, "Okay, here's how to swim out of an avalanche and how to do CPR," I think I'd say, "Taxi, helicopter." So when we come back, I want to know. We need to take a break here. What kind of people do you think do this? And what happened that day, and how do you, and what is your feeling about it after the fact? So let me put you on hold. We'll come right back. My guest is Ruedi Beglinger, who is a guide, the founder of the Selkirk Mountain Experience, which takes people on a glacier during the winter in kind of extreme skiing conditions. And unfortunately, in 2003, that 6 members of his party actually perished in an avalanche. 7 did not. And he's still doing this. So the question is, what happened? Who does this? And how does he personally get back in, if not the saddle, at least the ski poles? Hang on, 800-544-7070. I'm Dr. Joy Browne.